For this tutorial, I will walk you through using the pen tool for drawing straight lined objects. Now understand that the pen tool is really a path tool. It works on any shape within Illustrator, whether you create a shape using the pen tool or the normal shape tool, like those triangles and squares that we did last week. Select the pen tool from the toolbar or press P on the keyboard. In your color panel, change your fill to none. If you don't, it will be difficult to see what you are tracing over. For the stroke, make sure that you have a color, and preferably black, so that it makes it easier to see. Now in this tutorial, we're going to work our way from 1 to 6. Straight lines with the pen tool are the easiest to work with. Let's start with line 1. Using your pen tool, click where you want to place the first or starting point. You can let go of the mouse button and then move your mouse. Notice how you get a rubber band type line. This is Illustrator showing you the direction of the path you are going to make. Go to the bottom of line 1 and click to add the next point. Notice if you move your mouse, Illustrator is still expecting you to add another point. To finish out your shape, hit the Escape key on your keyboard. Let's go to line 2. Draw that line using the same technique you just did. Click once to start a point, let go of the mouse button, and click where you want the next point to be. Press Escape to finish. Let's look at line 3. Now in previous tutorials, we used the Shift key to constrain movement, rotate, and scale. On line 3, click your starting point at the top. Let go of your mouse button. Now hold down the Shift key on your keyboard. Notice how it's constraining the line to either be straight, 90 degrees, or, and make sure you're still holding down the Shift key, move your mouse to the end of line 3. This is a 45-degree angle. Click to add the point. Press Escape to finish. Let's look at shape 4. Notice for this shape we have straight 90-degree angles. So for this, we can hold down the Shift key to make sure our lines are always perfectly straight. So click once in the upper left corner to add the starting point of your rectangle. Now if you find the pen cursor distracting, you can always press the caps lock on your keyboard to switch it to a crosshair. Press cap locks to return back to the pen cursor. Use whichever is easier for you. Now hold down the Shift key and work your way clockwise around the rectangle to create the top, right, and bottom line. After you've done the bottom line, press V on your keyboard and then click your artboard to deselect the line you made. Often you will start drawing and need to stop for whatever reason to do something else. It's okay. You don't have to complete a shape in one sitting. Use the selection tool to select the path you started. Press P on the keyboard to switch to your pen tool. Hover it over the last point you made. Notice how it adds a slash mark below your pen cursor. This means you are going to reconnect with the path, allowing you to continue drawing with it. Click the point to say, yes, let's continue. Now to close this shape, we're going to click on the origin point. Notice how the pen cursor has a circle next to it. This only happens when you're connecting a point to the origin point of your path, and it means you will be closing it off. So click the starting point to close off the path. And you should have a rectangle at this point. For your final two shapes, go ahead and trace the shapes using the pen tool for both shapes 5 and 6. Again, make sure to close off your paths by connecting your last point with the origin point. Save your file, go to File, Save, or Ctrl S when you're done.